It's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And they'll begin by running the option.
Yeah, he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, this defense for the Colts, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second down and goal. Jackson being chased out left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
And now off to the races, down the right side. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
So just a tremendous play there defensively on his opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there, turned it all around. Big moment.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
He'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 39, Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
4th down, here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 24, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Finding space at the 40. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jackson now. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 59 yards. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. There he goes, right side. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Colts. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that
is incomplete here.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. From the gun, Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Jackson. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Tucker with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw again. And tight coverage there
it's knocked away, incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jackson.
That'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
He's got the hook up downfield to Boykin.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more.
Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts are going to take over here up near the 40. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
A little too much air under that one. That could have easily been 6 points.
Yeah, the kind of speed he has is almost impossible, we think, to actually overthrow him. But he did exactly that. I think he probably tried to get it out there maybe just a little bit too quickly.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And there he goes again. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Colts.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games at a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Jackson slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Jackson finding his tight end Andrews for the Ravens' 1st down. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.